Good evening. This is the Guyana Learning Channel's news in capsule for Thursday, October 14, 2021. In the news this evening, Guyana outperforms region in Cape exams. 3 new schools commissioned. Agri-Ministry inks $2.7 billion in contracts. In the world of sports, Felix Osaka earned Women's Sport Award. Regionally, Mandarin Dutch may soon be on the CXC curriculum. And internationally, Kim Jong-un faces Paradise on Earth lawsuit. With the news in detail, I am Dinelli Singh. At the 2021 sitting of the Caribbean Advanced Proficiency Examination CAPE, the performances of Guyanese students was marginally higher than the rest of the region. In Guyana, 88% of the CAPE candidates attain acceptable grades 1 to 5 passes, as opposed to the Caribbean's 87% pass rate. This was announced on Thursday morning by the Director of Operations at the Caribbean Examination Council (CXC), Dr. Nicole Manning. She was speaking at the Arthur Chung Convention Center at Liliendale, Georgetown, where the results for this year's CSEC and CAPE examinations are being announced. Importantly, Dr. Manning also announced that 100% of Guyanese candidates received the acceptable grades 1 to 5 passes in 16 units. This piece was extracted from the newsroom. Students of Fly Hill, Ruperty, and Paipang Village in Region 9 will now be able to access primary education following the commissioning of 3 schools in the villages. The new schools are in keeping with the government's commitment to enhancing the education sector in hinterland communities. Some $18 million was expended to construct the Paipang Primary and $16 million for Ruperty and Fly Hill Primary Schools, respectively. Each school was also furnished at the cost of $3 million. Paipang and Tiger Pond also saw the commissioning of teachers' quarters for $14 million and $9 million, respectively. This piece was extracted from the Department of Public Information. The Ministry of Agriculture on Wednesday awarded a total of 15 contracts valued $2.7 billion to several qualified bidders for the completion of critical projects to boost the sector nationwide. A simple signing ceremony, which was held at the ministry's boardroom, saw 12 suppliers receiving the green light to begin works with specified guidelines. Some $17.9 million was awarded to CEMO to design, review, and supervise the pump station at Greenwich Park, Barnwell, East Bank, Essequibo. Theresa Bacchus, general contractor, is responsible for the construction of the Maiconi Creek Right Bank Agriculture Road in Region 5 at a cost of $685.8 million. Val's construction will build a pump station at Cottage Maiconi, while another pump station will be erected at Blackbush Boulder by Yuna's Civil and Building Construction to irrigate Blackbush front lands. The agreements were signed at a value of $891.2 million and $978.7 million, respectively. Contracts worth $108 million were also awarded to Massey Motors Limited and Memorex Enterprise for the supply of 2-wheel drive tractors and trailer-mounted PTO-driven pumps to the Guyana Sugar Corporation. Further, Romel Jagrub General Construction Services was awarded $2 million for the supply and delivery of white sand. Memorex Enterprise will supply sand clay for $5.9 million, and VR Construction will provide crusher run at a cost of $7.9 million. Access to the farmlands and markets are important for the supply of any agriculture scheme, and the Agriculture Ministry plans to upgrade the deteriorated sections of the road between the rear of Bath and Blairmount, Region 5. When completed, the project will benefit some 1,100 farmers and 22,000 acres of land. Meanwhile, AAV Ragabir General Construction was contracted by the New Guyana Marketing Corporation to rehabilitate the peanut butter processing packaging facility in Region 9 and to construct a packaging facility at Kumaka, Region 1, at a cost of $18.5 million. Minister Zulfikar Mustafa said the projects are significant to the development of the nation's food industry. He noted that it is important for the contractors to complete works to a standard pleasing to farmers and residents. This piece was extracted from the Department of Public Information. And now in the world of sports. Olympians Allyson Felix and Jordan Larson were honored as Sportswomen of the Year by the Women's Sports Foundation. Felix won 2 medals at the Tokyo Games, giving her 11 in her career to surpass Carl Lewis as the most decorated American in the Olympic track and field history. Larson led the U.S. women's volleyball team to victory against Brazil for their first Olympic gold medal. Naomi Osaka earned the Wilma Rudolph Courage Award for bringing awareness to social justice and mental health issues at the annual Salute to Women in Sport on Wednesday night. This piece was extracted from Loop News Caribbean. And now for news in the region. Secondary school students in the Caribbean may soon have more language options available to choose in the coming years, as the Caribbean Examination Council (CXC) is in talks to finalize a curriculum. This was revealed by Dr. Wayne Wesley, Registrar and Chief Executive Officer of the CXC, at Thursday morning's official release of results for the 2021 June-July Caribbean Advanced Proficiency Examination and Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate in Guyana. Currently, English, French, and Spanish are the only languages offered in all of CXC's member countries. The CXC syllabus for examinations in modern languages notes that these languages are integrally linked to the region's culture. Guyana is the only country where Portuguese is offered as a fourth option. Education Minister Priya Manikchan hailed the CXC for its decision to introduce the language in school in 2015, since it gives Guyanese a chance to formally learn how to interact with their neighbors in Brazil. This piece was extracted from Loop News. And now for international news. North Korea's leader Kim Jong-un should pay damages for a 1959 to 1984 scheme that saw more than 90,000 people move from their homes in Japan, a Tokyo court is hearing. The repatriation campaign was later condemned by some as a state kidnapping. 5 people who took part and later escaped the North have demanded 100 million yen each. They do not expect Mr. Kim either to appear or to pay up, but hope a ruling may help in future negotiations. Thousands of Koreans moved to Japan, many against their will, during its colonial rule of the Korean Peninsula from 1910 to 1945. A vast majority of people involved in the resettlement scheme were ethnic Koreans being sold a vision of a fatherland as paradise, and some Japanese spouses went with them. Both North Korea and Japan supported the campaign. The North was desperate to rebuild after being ravaged by the World War II and the Korean War. Japan regarded the Koreans as outsiders and was happy to help with their relocation. For many, the reality was forced manual labor in farms, mines, or factories, violation of human rights, and an inability to leave. Kim is named as he is the current leader of the North. The lawsuit claims the North deceived plaintiffs by false advertising to relocate to North Korea, where the enjoyment of human rights was generally impossible. This piece was extracted from the BBC. With that, we've reached the end of this evening's broadcast. Be sure to join us again tomorrow right here on the Guyana Learning Channel for more educational news and updates. On behalf of the technical team, thanks for watching, and remember to stay safe, Guyana.